New York City Democrats are upset, claiming the mayor's defense of Donald Trump undermines a key Harris message. It's Wednesday, October 30th, and this is your New York Daily News. Wednesday's forecast calls for partly cloudy skies in New York City with a high near 76 and a low near 61. Before today's top story, Ronald Brereton, the head of security for the NYC jails, was let go Tuesday morning and walked out of the Correction Department's headquarters in Queens, sources told the Daily News. Brereton was appointed Deputy Commissioner of Security Operations in May 2022, despite a controversial track record during a long career with the state prison system, as previously reported in the news. At the City Corrections Department, he was in charge of a broad array of key divisions, including Central Operations, Security Intelligence, the Correction Industries Division, Fire Safety, and the Compliance Office, Abayo states. The reason behind his departure from his city role was not entirely clear. He had been under fire of late from the Correction Officers Benevolent Association following the slashing of an officer by a detainee. Find the latest on this story and more right now at nydailynews.com. Democratic politicians in New York grew increasingly angry with Mayor Adams on Monday after he suggested it's wrong to call Republican presidential nominee Donald Trump a fascist, a stance the mayor took before the ex-president's weekend rally in Manhattan, where speakers made racist remarks. The mayor said Saturday he doesn't believe it's appropriate to label Trump a fascist or compare him to dictators like Adolf Hitler. My answer is no, Adams told reporters. I know what Hitler has done, and I know what a fascist regime looks like. Those comments run counter to messaging from Vice President Kamala Harris, whose presidential campaign has, in the lead-up to next week's election, honed in on depicting Trump as an aspiring autocrat with fascist tendencies that are antithetical to American values. The mayor absolutely is undermining Kamala and helping Trump, and it's appalling, city public advocate Jumaane Williams, a progressive Democrat, told the Daily News on Monday afternoon. Adams' comments prompted Trump to thank him by name during his Sunday campaign rally at Madison Square Garden, where the former president told the crowd the mayor has been really great and that it was very nice of the mayor to stick up for him. Adams' office didn't return a request for a reaction from the mayor Monday. A spokesman for Harris's campaign didn't respond to messages either. Meanwhile, a number of local elected Democrats besides Williams blasted Adams. Manhattan State Senator Brad Hoylman-Siegel, a Democrat who made headlines this month by comparing Sunday's planned Trump campaign event to the infamous 1939 rally by American Nazis at the Garden, said he was disappointed in Adams. After Trump's event, Adams took to X to condemn hateful words that were used by some at today's rally, an apparent reference to speakers who made offensive comments, including a self-described comedian who called Puerto Rico, quote, a floating island of garbage, unquote, and claimed Latinos, quote, enjoy having babies, unquote. The mayor's post didn't mention Trump or any other rally speakers by name. Brooklyn City Councilman Lincoln Ressler, a progressive Democrat, agreed with Williams that Adams is giving the former president a leg up in the November 5th election by contradicting the Harris campaign's talking points. Several of the candidates challenging Adams in next year's Democratic mayoral primary, including State Senator Zelnor Myrie of Brooklyn and City Controller Brad Lander, also took aim at him over the latest Trump flap. Lander said Adams' comments made it seem like he's hoping Trump, if elected, might help resolve his legal troubles with the feds. NYC needs a mayor who will protect us from an authoritarian and, yes, fascist bully, not one who appears to be seeking a pardon from him, Lander wrote on X. Adams, who says he's supporting Harris in next week's high-stakes election, has had Trump come to his defense twice in recent weeks. After Adams was indicted on September 26th on federal charges alleging he took bribes from Turkish government operatives in exchange for political favors, Trump said he wished the mayor well and that he was convinced dirty players in the Justice Department are prosecuting him as punishment for his criticism of President Biden's handling of the migrant crisis. Adams has pleaded not guilty in the case brought by the Manhattan U.S. Attorney's Office. Trump, who's facing 2 federal indictments and was convicted of state-level criminal charges in Manhattan this spring, again offered sympathetic comments for Adams during the Al Smith dinner on October 17th, telling the mayor they are both being persecuted by Biden's Justice Department, but that he's confident they'll both win. Asked last week if he would disavow Trump's comments, Adams said New Yorkers need to look at the issues. I'm just not going to get back and forth on comments that are made on both sides, he said. For more on this story and for the latest in New York City politics, visit nydailynews.com and follow us on social media at nydailynews. Thanks for listening. My name is Imran Sheikh.
Spoken Layer.